Hey guys, it's Lynn with Fidget DIYs. Come connect with me on Instagram and Facebook. In today's video, I have 4 French country DIYs that I hope will inspire you to create something beautiful for your home. Let's fidget. This piece of scrapbook from the Dollar General scrapbook book that you can get with multiple pages in it, and a red beans and rice can, and yes, we ate that for dinner. And what y'all just witnessed was the camera mount giving up on me. So I squished the bottom of the can, glued it shut, put some pins there, sized up my craft book paper, and I trimmed that out. And I think I applied that to the can with Mod Podge off screen, y'all. I'm so sorry, I lost that footage. Here I'm cleaning out one of these IOD molds that I have. I'm putting hot glue in there and making a hot glue mold. I painted it white. And I got that little picture of the flowers. This is going fast today, y'all. Sorry. And put some styrofoam in the bottom. And here are all the flowers. I'm just showing y'all which ones I tried picking out of. And I decided on the blue ones. Now I'm going to cover the styrofoam in the top of that can pocket with some floral moss. And here it is. Sorry that went by so fast, y'all. I got to work on some editing. Drop a comment and let me know what y'all think of this one. This is a sign that I had made for another project before, and I'm upcycling it in a way, I guess. I did a stencil, and I used Celery by Waverly over the top of the flowers, and I used cashew over the corner design pieces, and I sanded it down. Here I used moss and went over those corner pieces with the reverse stencil. And now here, I used the inside of these stencils on another project. That's in another video. I'll link it below. And I'm just going to apply those and bring that same color moss in. And very carefully, because the edges on those stencils are a little skinny. So I go through, and I'm doing it gently, but y'all see it real fast. And I do both of those flowers. I love the greens, how they just complement each other. Here I am pulling all the little pieces of vinyl that are stuck in that paint, making it look better. I applied these foil butterfly stickers that I got at Dollar Tree. Those things are so cute. I've used them in a couple of projects. And then I wrapped the side and the bottom with some of the jute twine from Dollar Tree. It's the thinner stuff, just to give it a little decorative aspect. And I added a flower and yet another butterfly to the bottom corner. I painted that wood word, it says family, white, and put it on the top. And here it is. Oh, I did some distressing too. You can see kind of some of that. Tell me what you guys think. I know this would have looked good in so many other colors. Drop a comment. Let me know, you guys. For this DIY, I have this Christmas box. It costs like $5.99 somewhere, but I found it by the trash. And I'm going to paint pretty much the whole thing white. Here, I'm taking a end of the box off. Just one end. I'm just going to cut that off, and then, like I said, I'm going to paint both pieces white. And here I've got one of the candlestick holders from Dollar Tree and a sponge applicator, and that's some white by Waverly. Here's a glue stick, and I've got this really pretty rice paper that I got from the DIY Struggle, Brandy. And I'm going to apply that to the top of the box. And I've got this aged cardstock that I'm going to put on the back with Mod Podge because it's a much thicker paper. So I'm going to give a good coat of that Mod Podge on there. And I think I'd dry that with my heat gun. And and then I'm going to iron that onto the back of that box. And here, the glue stick, something messed up. And I wound up burning the top of the box, almost messing up the rice paper. So here I am redoing it. And I'm just going to put it on with Mod Podge and iron over the top of that. and cross my fingers. Y'all see me cross my fingers. That's so funny. And after all of that, the front and the back are put on there. I put Mod Podge on the candle holder part. Just one layer of the Mod Podge so that that paint won't scratch off when I put the piece together. Now here's where I'm sanding it. A regular sander wouldn't do, so I have a tongue depressor stick with sandpaper sticker on it, and I just went into each one of those grooves and sanded downward so I didn't tear my paper. Here I've got some Aleene's tacky glue, and I'm taking the back portion of the box with the thicker edges of cardboard, and I'm applying that to there. And then all I do is close the box up, add a bow and some flowers, and it acts kind of like a little vase. And you can actually take the flowers out and use it as a bank. I don't know. You guys let me know what you would do different or what you would use it for. For this DIY, I have a shoe. Yes, a shoe, y'all. I sprayed some rubbing alcohol around it and just kind of cleaned it off. And then I'm going to put some styrofoam in there to keep the shape of the shoe as best I can. And then I'm going to tie the shoe, make it look all pretty with a bow. And here I'm going to grab a bunch of different styrofoam pieces that I had on hand. And I'm going to start shaving it down, just kind of shaping it out to what I want the topiary part of this to be. So I'm going to kind of shave that into a curve, almost like a half circle. And then I'm going to take some of the styrofoam balls and use my big beast glue gun and attach those. And here I'm taking that black netting. It used to be in the trunk of my car, but it's, yeah, anyway. We're doing this with it now. So I'm going to cut that up and just kind of wrap it around the styrofoam, tying it in some places, gluing it in others, so that I have something for this floral moss to adhere to other than just styrofoam, because I've never really had the best of luck attaching the floral foam or any of that, like moss or any of that, to styrofoam. If y'all have any tricks on that, let me know. And so here I just stuffed some basic greenery into the top of that. I attached it to that real thick dowel rod, and I made a hole in the styrofoam in that shoe, and I'm going to shove that in there and hot glue it. And then here I'm putting some more of that floral moss around the base of the shoe just to hide the styrofoam that it's mounted up in. And I picked some pretty pink flowers and pretty pink ribbon, and I'm going to do my best at making this little cute pink bow. And I glued yeah, you saw how I made it. It's just a basic bow with a little piece put on top. And here it is, guys. Please tell me what y'all think of this. I was inspired by Can Girls, and I have numerous ideas I want to try after this. Thanks for sticking to the end, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share so we can grow the community and learn something from each other. And to all my subscribers, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.